but we might as well talk about it while we're on the stream. You had mentioned Liberation Day. What is that?
So Liberation Day is Trump's tariffs all going into effect.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to touch on that briefly. I don't want to talk a lot about tariffs, but I can't believe how many videos are out there explaining what tariffs are. The bottom line is tariffs are being used to make it cheaper to manufacture here and not go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's all. So they're trying to encourage you to bring manufacturing back to America.
Yeah.
That's it. So
That's part of it.
yeah. So now I had talked about on my show, I said, look, hey Chris, what's up?
What's up, Chris?
So I had said on my show, the Cooking with Jack stream, I had said tariffs should be met dollar for dollar. If Canada's 10%, we do 10% on them. If China is 15%, we do 15% with them. Just match whatever they, you know what? Everybody will be happy and there'll be no problem. Jimmy, did you see Snow White? Hey, good question, Chris.
I did.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it or wait a few minutes?
We'll get into it. But
all right. I guess I just basically want to say the number one reason for tariffs is to bring manufacturing back to America by making only affordable, basically, to make things in America. That's what they're trying to do. So I mean, I'm not going to dwell on tariffs for 14 weeks. We're done kind of talking about that. But you said April 2nd was Liberation Day. Was that a tariff day?
Yeah. So Liberation Day, I looked it up. It says on April 2nd, 2025, President Trump proclaimed Liberation Day. The administrator, hold on. A universal 10% tariff on all imported goods will take effect on April 5th, followed by further tariffs on dozens of named countries set to begin April 9th.
I don't know. April
2nd. It's a blanket tariff to everyone. And then specific ones will obviously be different.
Well, we didn't cut any cake for Liberation Day.
And one of the things that was going around online was the tariffs for penguins.
Oh, wait. I did see that.
You did? Okay.
I saw something funny about that.
So, yeah, he basically tariffed everybody, everything. So if there's a small island or whatever out in the middle of nowhere, it has a tariff also. And reason being is, so if China decided to make a port on such and such island,
right,
and change the shipping paperwork to be from that island and not from China, they basically supersede the tariff from China.
Got it.
Basically a loophole. So that's why Trump went across the board and said everybody has a 10% tariff.
Whatever. Anyway, enough about that. I want to hear about your thoughts on Snow White. Because I hear more and more about it. It's like nonstop, guys. And it's just snowballing.
I'm actually kind of curious what they're sitting at right now.
What?
I'm kind of curious what they're sitting at right now.
I saw her crying on social media.
I did too.
I'm like, okay, I don't want to see anybody be brought to tears. She did screw up. She should just apologize. Admit she was wrong. Admit her thoughts on life are crazy. And apologize. And let it go. Let it rest.
So it's currently sitting at $153.2 million worldwide.
That's not that good, is it?
Well, usually they spent $270 million on the movie itself.
Yeah, but they made their money back yet. Excuse me.
Not yet.
My nose is running. It's raining like crazy here. So they have not broken even on Snow White yet.
Okay, so breaking even is kind of relative. So, because you have $270 million for the movie, production of the movie, but then you've got marketing the movie and other
That's
events, stuff like
that's
that.
another 150 million easy.
But the rule of thumb for movies is basically 2 to 3 times the, the amount of what it costs to
Okay,
make.
I never heard that, but okay.
So they've got to make at least, I'd say, about 550 to $700,000 or $700 million
I don't know.
to break even.
We were going to go to the movies
We're not
last
going to get
night.
anywhere near that.
We were going to the movies last night, and literally, it's like a 20-minute drive. In those 20 minutes, we had 5 weather warnings on the radio. Like
Gee,
every so many minutes, I'm like, yeah, we probably should go home. So we turned the car around and went home.
okay.
Yeah, there were like tornadoes and rain and thunder and lightning and hail, and it was pretty crazy last night down
Yeah,
there where we go to the
I got a
theater.
tornado warning. What last weekend? I think.
Do
Kind of bizarre for where I'm at.
Yeah, that is. Do they think you're somewhere else? Is that
No,
what it
no.
is? Oh,
I mean, I actually took a video of it's like a 15-second video or whatever of all the weather, and it was crazy. I looked outside, and
yeah, things
you
were
literally
going.
you could see the wind because it was that bad. I was like, wow.
Ooh, a big chunk of electrolytes. Sorry. Much better. All right. Um, so your overall thoughts on Snow White? They're waiting.
Um,
Everybody wants to know.
my
Was
overall
it
thought,
wait, first question. I'll ask you questions.
okay.
First question. Would you not take your grandchild? Or would you be okay taking your grandchild? Was there
Uh,
anything in the movie to bother kids or to influence them?
honestly, right now, no. I mean, there's other things I would take her to or take.
Now, outside the movie, there's a lot of drama. But in the movie, if you just saw the movie and didn't know what she said or how she felt,
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
would
mean,
never
the,
know.
the movie itself it's like if you've never seen the cartoon before or the animated film, and you didn't watch anything going on public
I
or
think
social
everybody's seen the
or
animated film,
on the
dude.
public. Well, I'm just saying, if you were to leave those aside
Right.
and just the movie on its own merits, it's fair. Okay.
It was, and
Um,
that's all I
it wasn't
said. That's all I
it
said.
wasn't
I didn't
overwhelming.
I
It
didn't
wasn't
compare
something
it.
that
Yeah.
it's. I don't think it was
It's
worth.
safe.
I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the admission or the ticket price.
Well, it is when it's free.
Um, well, yeah, when it's free or if it like I paid $5, so it wasn't like anything big out of my pocket.
Right.
Um,
That's a good price. Would you go matinee?
huh?
Did you go matinee?
Well, it was $5 all day, so it
Got
was.
it. Yeah,
Um,
usually they're charging like 11 now. It's stupid.
really for a
Yeah,
matinee?
$10. No, not for matinees, but for regular ticket prices, 10,
Well,
11
that's better
bucks.
than I was thinking. I thought it would be like 15, almost $20.
That's crazy. That's only like $1 away from owning the movie when it comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's stupid. At a certain point, you might as well wait till it comes out and buy it and watch it. Why bother going to the theater? It used to be a great experience. Did you ever go to drive-ins?
I did.
That was fun. When
They
you were
still exist.
what? I
They
know.
still exist. There's
I
a few of
know.
them.
They still have double headers too. It's good value.
Yeah,
And then you pull all the kids out of the trunk. Yeah,
yeah.
that's always fun.
Well, the one I went to was in Washington State, and it wasn't expensive. I think it was like $7 a head.
Yeah.
And
The
then
one
kids
out here, no lie. The
$5.
one the one out here by us, um, I think it's in Watertown. Well, it's not, it's about an hour away. But
Yeah,
the one by me, the food is amazing, ironically, because movie drive-in theater food was crap. But they had some good flavors going on. They
yeah.
made pizza, and I it's been a while since I ate there, like a couple of years since we've gone. But I think it was cool because you would put the truck backwards, throw a
Yeah.
mattress in the back of the truck. It was
Hell, I did it
fun,
with a
kind of
Ford.
like camping out.
I did it with a Ford Focus. I had a hatchback, so I'd lift the hatch and
Yeah,
make sure people behind could see, and then I lay down the back seat and
and you see a bunch of brake lights flashing on cars, and you laugh.
yeah.
You go, I know what's going on over there, right?
Well, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, that was some really inappropriate things also happen in movie theaters, but we won't discuss that right now. We'll keep it family friendly. So anyway, so as a movie, because I didn't compare it to the original, and I just worried about, was it safe for kids? That was my number one thing.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I wouldn't say it's unsafe. It's
You'd be okay
not
sending a
exactly what
kid?
I want them to see. Um,
What part wouldn't you want them
but
to see that they would have trouble with, or it would affect them?
I don't think anything would honestly. I don't think it
There
would affect.
wasn't much to that movie. It really wasn't.
Yeah, there wasn't. It was so like I said, it was like they merged a couple movies together, or a couple cuts of the movies together, and it didn't play straight through. I mean, it's content. That's all it is. It's mindless content. That's the way I saw
Right.
it.
But it was safe for your kids. It's not like they would be
Yeah,
swearing.
but I mean, if you like right now, Michael brought up about
Yeah.
Minecraft. Minecraft's in the theaters,
Yeah,
so I
and
mean,
I guess supposedly somebody says doing well.
yeah,
I'm not. I'm tired of seeing them demasculinize Jason Momoa. Put him in
yeah,
pink. Really? You put him in pink?
yeah.
Come on. His his persona
Why they
in
picked
Fast
Jason
and the
Momoa?
Furious was feminine. So are you trying to beat him up? Is this a Hollywood, hazing on him or what? What's going on? Can we just keep him a man? That'd be great.
Yeah, so far it looks like it's made 168 million dollars worldwide on its first weekend.
Wait, how much was Snow White?
What do you mean? How much
No,
did it
how much
cost?
you said no, how much is Snow White made?
I
It's
think it was
almost beat Snow White. Hey, where'd you go? We just lost Jimmy. Hold on a minute.
I'm
Um,
back. I'm back.
what happened?
I hit the back button on the wrong freaking tab. Um,
It's almost beat Snow White. It'll
no,
pass
it
Snow
did.
White.
It already did.
Oh,
Already
it
has.
did.
So, like I
That's
said,
so funny. It's been out for
Snow
one
White.
like day.
Snow White's made 153 million, and then
And then
uh,
opening weekend, it made
Minecraft is
170.
168 million. So
Okay,
it's
I'm
already
not a
beat it for $50
fan.
million dollars.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
Third
Jack
of what?
Black, but uh, I'm kind of glad. I mean, good for them. It didn't look like a movie I wanted to see, though.
Yeah,
I mean, if I'm gonna see Minecraft, I'm gonna play Minecraft. If I like Minecraft that much, I'm playing the game. I'm not gonna go watch a movie about it. But once again, congratulations to them. They're blowing Snow White out of the water.
oh yeah,
It's so
easy.
funny. Um, Mostly afraid what happens if a popcorn kernel gets stuck where?
What?
I don't know about you, but I don't know. I'm trying to catch up on some of the comments here. Where
Yeah,
is
popcorn bigot buckets are big nowadays.
I don't know about you, but if you pay me 3 million, I'd wear a pink jacket. Oh, okay. Listen, Jason Momoa can wear whatever he wants, but women don't like to see him being dressed like a woman.
I don't think men or women want to see him demasculated.
No, no. Men think he's cool and buff and big, and that's like The Rock in a dress.
I mean, go from Aquaman to this. I mean,
Oh, Christian, thanks for being the first person to use the word woke.
Um,
Maybe somebody else did. I missed it.
Jack says, or Jacket,
He says,
$1 billion, or Elon lost $1 billion.
say what?
One of
Elon
the,
lost $1 million?
yeah, that's what, or $1 billion.
$1 billion? Okay. Are you typing back to him?
No.
Wearing pink doesn't define one's masculinity. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, go watch Jason Momoa in Fast and Furious, the last one. Okay, then tell me he wasn't demasculinized. Um,
Yeah.
so it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the characters he's playing. You're kind of like, yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
that's
It's
not
not
like
really.
a superhero. That's not like Conan the Barbarian. That's not a manly character, guys.
Yeah.
So,
Skip is they're trying to do trans propaganda, which is possible.
okay.
I haven't seen it, so I can't really claim that. But
Yeah, no.
Disney is bombing because it's still woke as heck.
So you're saying you like looking at Jason Momoa's? No, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, never mind. You know, half of you are offended that I put down the color pink, and the other half are claiming I have feelings for Jason Momoa. You guys literally write fiction in the chat room. Literally, you can write a book in the chat room. Harry
Reading it.
Potter movie 17 written in the chat room. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, no, it's not wrong to wear pink.
Sorry.
But there is a objectional reality where a guy wearing pink, it looks different than.
Oh, Alda says you're offended clearly.
It's not an offense, man.
Yeah. Well,
It's just pointing out the reality of
here
it.
we go. There we go. Taking off, you guys. Chat room's going right over the cliff. I should just shut it off. Just shut it down. But then there'd be no entertainment of me yelling at your guys' stupidity. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I offended by that? I'm sure you'll tell me in 5 minutes. What does Jimmy and Jack think about Switch 2? Okay, yeah, I'd like to talk about Switch 2. So
Switch 2?
do you know about Switch 2?
Yes.
So it looks like a handheld, like a PSP.
Yeah, it's just like the first one.
No. That's all it is a handheld.
I know.
It's not a standalone console. The first one was. It had a stand and everything. This one is only handheld.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
The Switch 1 is a handheld.
I have it in my living room. It's on a stand.
I have one in my room.
Yeah.
It's a handheld that you can dock.
Wait. It can be a handheld.
Yes.
Mine's not. Mine's just a console. So it sits stationary on the shelf in the stand.
But if you wanted to, you could pick it up and make it a handheld, correct?
Right. Okay.
Switch
and if you switch to, you can't. There is no stand for it. You hold it in your hand.
Hold on. Now I'm gonna
go look at it. I'm going by what I was told in the chat room earlier on the cooking show yesterday. But it's a handheld.
No, it's got a dock.
It does have a dock?
Yeah.
Really?
It says Nintendo Switch 2 is upcoming video game console developed by Nintendo, like the original Nintendo Switch released in 2017.
Well, I'm okay with it then.
The Switch 2 is a hybrid console that can be used as a handheld.
It's kind of a brilliant design, guys, really.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be forced to have to hold it. If I want to put it up on the shelf and pop the game in and
I mean
play
it's something that was successful for them, so they're going to maintain that.
Yeah. But the pricing,
that's another story.
Excuse me. Sorry
Whole
about
nother
that.
story.
Yeah. The pricing is all over the place. I've heard as high as 850. I've heard as low as 600. I'm like, and I heard they're blaming the pricing, which is
So
so like the business industry.
okay. So right now it looks like it's currently sitting at like from Nintendo itself.
Right.
MSRP is $449.99.
Right.
And then if you get the Nintendo Switch 2 plus the Mario Kart bundle, it's
So
$499.99.
Michael Caine says $400 puts it into the same territory as Steam Deck. What is that?
Yep.
PS5. Yeah, exactly. Anything over a PS5 and you're charging way too much. I'm sorry.
Wow. In Canada, it's $630.
I love Zelda. I love Mario Brothers. I get it. But come
Not
on.
much.
You
Not
can't overcharge.
yeah.
Oh, and they're blaming it on the tariffs. Isn't that typical business? They blame everything. Oh, price of eggs. There was no egg shortage.
Well,
There was
here's
just
another thing
bird flu
Michael
gone
brought up.
wild.
The games themselves are $80 for the digital version, and then
Yeah,
90 for physical copies.
that is a bunch of crap.
Well, here, and the problem with that isn't necessarily because I mean, okay, you can kind of avoid it by just not buying the console, right?
Right.
Go with Sony or go with Xbox. I think even Xbox is coming out with a handheld as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody's going to go to that
they're
model.
coming
It is
with.
a
I
good design. It really is.
think they're
As
coming
long
out
as
with
it comes with a
the
stand.
handheld, and then they're coming out with the next generation Xbox a year later or something like that. But anyway, if Nintendo does the $80 game or $80 digital and $90 physical, that's gonna that's gonna take effect on the rest of the consoles.
Yeah, it'll level out because like gamers aren't gamers are very boisterous, okay? And they're not going to put up with it.
No,
A
because
gamer,
why would you? I mean,
enough
right
to say
now,
gamer, you can't shut up.
what is it? I
They
think
can,
what game
they'll
was
they'll podcast on it, they'll do videos on it, they'll blog on it, and they'll complain until it's fixed. I love
it?
gamers.
Right now, I have something in my PlayStation cart.
You have money on your a gift card?
So right now, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, an older game. It is an older game. It's
Sure.
about 5 years old, 6 years old, something like that. Um,
Sumo Boy says
no,
Switch 2 is going to launch
take that
with
back.
Snow White.
It's over 10 years old. Jesus. Anyway, right now it's $4.99. $4.99 on the PlayStation Store. Normal price would be $50. So why would
Wait,
you?
what are
I
we
mean,
talking about? I'm sorry.
video games. Video games.
Video
So
games.
the price tag for a Nintendo game, or even if Sony and Xbox were to adapt that $80, $90 price
Right,
range,
right.
why would you buy brand new games when you can
I
get
know.
older games for $20 or less?
It's
You would
weird.
just say, you know what, never
Getting
mind. I'm not
bad.
going to buy the new game. I'll just wait a couple years and it'll come down.
So the built-in storage, Michael Caine says the built-in storage is only 256 gigabytes with around 50 gigabytes for system use. Switch 2 cap out as it. Can you expand the memory storage on Switch 2?
I don't know.
Can you attach? I can attach a hard drive to Xbox or
I'm
PS5.
kind of curious. I'm kind of curious if they're going to go with, because I saw something on the dock that I wonder if you can plug the Switch 2 into the dock and it's got a whole separate hard drive on the dock.
Right.
Then that would make sense because then you could play whatever game on the console.
Jack just said that
Or the handheld.
GTA 6 is going to be $100, dude.
I believe it.
Oh my gosh. People are going to lose their junk if they haven't already. We will never get that again. $20 classics. You might as well buy the retro systems that got 70,000 games for like
So
$100.
Jake also said it's $100 cheaper in Japan. Actually, it's a lot less than that. So they've got a regional locked version of the Switch 2. It'll be about 200
Right.
bucks.
It'll be what?
$200 US.
In Japan.
No, for a Japan or Japanese bricked or Japanese locked, regional locked, I guess, version of the console or the Switch 2.
Okay, so the bottom line
So
is, can Americans get
everything they can
it?
get it, but everything's going to be in Japanese. So
It's
them
like watching
talking,
anime, dude.
there's no subtitles to make it English. It's
Wow.
literally straight across Japanese. So for that to get one that actually says or you can convert to English is going to be $250 more.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend. Michael Caine says it's $200 for 1 terabyte of expansion. I wouldn't spend that money. No way. No. All right, switch to. So I've decided I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Yes,
no.
I'm learning Japanese. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not paying stupid money for anything. Tariffs, no tariffs, I don't care. If it's too expensive, I ain't paying for it. I'll just do without. You know. Oh, guess I'm learning Japanese. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, that was a funny comment, by the way.
Yeah.
Yoke is saying that he'll get the bricked, not the bricked, the cracked, the jailbroken version that's Japanese, and he'll learn Japanese.
Yeah, that was another
That
thing that came to my mind is like, why won't you just get a Japanese version and unlock it? I mean,
I don't know.
you
I
do we
don't.
do
I
that
don't
with
know.
cell phones now. So I
Know
mean,
nothing about that
you could
unless we're getting a beautiful Switch 2.
you got
Hello.
Boys Club merch?
Do I what?
You have Boys Club merch?
Um, I can create it. I created it once.
Well,
I
Pickle
still
Rick
have
is
it.
asking if he said we should get Jimmy merch and Boys Club merch. He would
Who
buy
is?
both.
Who's asking?
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick. I missed that. How long ago was that?
That was about 9 months ago.
Dude,
I'm
you're way back there.
I know.
Yeah,
Switch
you
to
need to catch up.
talk like it's like switch jacket.
Do you think
So you
Trump
can switch back and
is
forth. Yep. I'd love to switch.
golfing too much? I personally do.
His brother.
I have no idea when he golfs. I don't know how you know, and I don't even know how you know what too much golf is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, is Biden eating too much ice cream? Well, I personally think he did. He did. I,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know what too much is. I'd buy Jimmy merch
That's a good point.
today. Merch day one. Yeah, you say that until we put it up, and then the shirt company that we're using charges $25 for a darn shirt. You'd be, oh yeah, I ain't got that money. I'm saving it for a Switch too. I'm more than happy that Trump is using my tax money to golf. That's funny because
Not
you're
his.
not upset
You
by
are.
everybody else using your tax money.
And honestly, you're not.
That cracks me up.
You're
They've
honestly
been
not.
using billions of your tax money for years, and you have had no problem with it. But God forbid you play one
Biden
game of golf.
actually, Biden did the same thing back
What?
when during the beginning of
He
his
played
thing,
golf?
his term. Yeah.
Well,
Then he
the
just
bottom
then he
line is,
switched over
I
to going
can't
to the
believe
beach.
I can't. That is so funny. I can't believe you're complaining about him using your tax dollars for a golf game. How about the billions that were stolen from you over the past 4 years? How about that? How about the rest of that? That doesn't bother you at all?
For the amount of ice cream that
Only
he
a
has in his
freaking
freezer.
golf game bothers you.
For
That is
the
the most insane thing I've ever heard.
back. He also Biden also mentioned how much ice cream he had in his freezer. Remember?
Say again?
he had made a comment about how much ice cream he has in his freezer.
Who did?
Biden.
Oh, I didn't. I have no
I
idea.
mean,
What did he?
who
What did he
do you think
say?
paid for all that?
Oh, that was our tax dollars.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, he imposed it. Oh, by the way, the drugs they found at the White House, the cocaine or whatever, we paid for that too. So let's not worry about golf.
Colin, no, I don't think tariffs are a bad thing. I think we should be doing more.
Who said that?
Paulin Monger
Well, that's cool.
says, I
Thanks
respect
for
all of the Trump supporters who can come out and admit that tariffs were not thought out and are not a good thing. I'm guessing that isn't the case for you guys. Tell me how they aren't a good thing. I'd really like you to articulate how they're
tell us how other people should be charging us more tariffs and we should be charging less. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that benefits us as a country. Hold on a minute. Ready? Dun 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 dun
eggs from
dun
Denmark.
dun 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 dun. Okay, you
Apply
haven't answered that question yet.
Frank.
Once again, how is us paying more tariffs than we charge good for the country?
Oh, that was another thing Steam Glove brought up.
What?
Nintendo can take away games at any time. So if you have a digital version of the game,
That's
and
right.
they
By the
don't,
way, yeah, when you all
they're
your digital
taking
music and your movies, you do not own. I'm sure you know that. You literally cannot will them
nope.
to your children. You don't own the music on Spotify. Oh, well, the music you bought on iTunes. You don't own the movies you bought digitally. Literally, it's the stupidest thing ever. You should own that copy,
Yep.
but you don't.
I'm really behind
And
them.
you guys agreed to it when you made the purchase. Biden could eat ice cream and still work. You can't work while hitting the back nine in Florida.
Wow.
Really? Okay, so who was that? That was Jay Gatsby, wasn't it? That just jumped. So Jay Gatsby obviously has Trump deranged us. So,
That's true. Switch games don't go on sale. I've actually looked.
He doesn't like Trump. He's made a few comments against Trump, so I'm figuring he's an anti-Trumper. Anti-Trumper. I'm sure he's going to be all day spilling what he's been told to say about Trump. You know, Trump's done like 400 great things, and yet he tripped and stumbled, and that's all you saw in whatever he did.
Releases of games.
It cracks me up.
Data.
Listen,
of games also have no
I'm all about being fair to
That's true. That's true
whoever's
too.
president, but
Jake brought up a good point. Physical releases of games also don't have game data on them, from what I understand. I'm not sure if they don't. I think it does have like a
wait, serious?
I think it has a zipped version of the game.
Who wrote that?
Yake.
Is it Yake or Yoke?
It looks like an A, but
oh, okay, Yake. All right. So what is he saying? There's no game data.
Physical releases of the games don't have any game data on the disc. So basically, it would have the license on the disc, proving that you paid for it, that you have the rights to the license. But
do you believe that? I never
I don't know.
heard that.
I don't know,
because when my internet's down, I can still play the game. How is that?
Well, I mean, if you download it off the internet, then you can't.
True. I mean, they may have downloaded day one. You know,
I mean, I'd actually be
I
curious.
wouldn't put it past what Yake's saying to be true. I just never heard that. This is the first time I've ever heard that.
The only thing I can say to do is when you buy a game, shut the internet off and then try downloading it. If it does download, then the disc has a version of the game.
Hey, Pickle Rick, who you referring to? Sorry, my buddy Pickle Rick. If you guys don't know the
you have to buy the
Pickle Rick term, go watch Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick. It's the best episode that Rick and Morty ever did. To me, it is.
$200 for 1 TB. Holy cow!
I know.
Fucking,
Boy, dude, what are you, 15 hours behind?
it looks like it.
Oh my
Guess
goodness.
I'll
Jump up.
definitely
Switch 2 games.
uh,
So far, they work
getting a beautiful
like
Switch.
the Xbox smart discs.
Hello from Detroit.
Wow.
Hello from Detroit. I think that's what Gus said. Yeah, he's confused right now because Switch 2 editions, you buy
This is
physical
weird. You guys are bringing up
Switch
some.
1 version on the
I
cards.
never thought that.
Download
I never thought there was no game data on the disc,
must have it in the
but
cart.
that would possibly could be true. I have no idea. Owning digital media is like
Sorry,
investing in
I'm
US
trying to catch
dollar.
up on messages.
You're what?
I'm trying to catch up on messages on chat.
Right.
Jack and James, do you think Trump is golfing too much? No, I don't care.
Oh,
Uh,
Jack's
uh,
saying
uh,
not every game is like that.
physical media is
I
a
don't know. I
well, yep.
I'm almost leaning to going
I
back
agree with
to
you.
PC gaming again.
The push away from physical media is so dumb. We'll own nothing in 10 years. Yep.
I know.
Their whole you'll
And
own
you know
nothing and
what?
be happy.
We're so stupid we're gonna do it anyway. We allow crap to happen and we're like, "Duh,
Boys
we're
Club
just gonna
tax.
be
Lawyers.
mindless and
Yeah.
let businesses do whatever they want." Pretty soon it's not gonna be good. People are gonna push back. Trust me. Especially gamers. Because they're right on the edge anyway. They're wild.
The
So
Japan
you
version of
can't screw gamers.
Hmm.
You just can't. They'll go out
Yeah,
of
I
their
mean,
way
and
to
how
fight back.
stupid! Like, okay, Steam Glove brought up that the Japan version of Switch 2 won't work outside of Japan. Okay, well, that just makes no sense. I mean, you're gonna eliminate a majority of your
How does the game
consumers?
know it's in Japan?
Yeah.
Wait, does it have built-in GPS?
Or what about a VPN?
I don't know if it'll work on that. Some things I heard don't.
Well, Michael,
Oh,
I'm more than happy
Jack,
that Trump
only on the Switch 2
accidentally
edition
golf
releases.
deserves a break. Worked very hard with those tariffs.
Dude,
Hello, everyone.
we got a crap storm of
Hope
gaming
everyone's
news
having a
going
wonderful
on. Jack,
uh,
there's some
Sabbath.
great
Doubt
MMORPGs
it.
on PC. Great. Hey, Gatsby, do me a favor. Name a few, please. I want to look into them, or message me some other way.
Too much
But
golf. Twice a
give me
year.
some. Gatsby says there are some great MMOR. Oh, what is it? Or and Mogabov. They need to come up with a better term. Anyway, great way to spend a weekend. So Gatsby, please share. I'd love to research more titles.
About what? Titles
Um,
for what?
what
Titles for what?
for MMORPGs?
Oh, I got you.
So I mean,
Mass multiplayer online role
it's
playing game.
called region locking, Rowdy Rat. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
know
really
that.
cool.
We're just wondering how they know what
Yeah, how do you
region
know?
you're in.
You know,
So
what
I mean, we don't
uh,
program games, so we
what
don't
about
know. Yeah,
I
region
think
locking has been a
ice
thing
cream
for a long time.
and work.
I
Well,
had to get a Japanese PS2 to play a couple
Gatsby,
games.
come on now. You can eat ice
Wow.
cream and still work. Yes, that's possible. But he was going to the beach, man, all the time, all the time.
Wow, they had region locking back on PS2.
Oh, woman, so tariffs won't hurt me.
Okay, so
That's
I guess
awesome.
it has been around a
Good
while.
job. I call her K Hole, come for a reason. Oh, Obama's was Big Mike. So True Jack. Evil's being revealed. Love Bandcamp.
Okay,
Damn.
Steam Glove said, and I heard GOG. What is GOG? So stupid.
Huh?
What is GOG? I heard GOG is restoring old games and bringing them to online.
I'm not sure.
GOG? Steam Glove, what's GOG? Sorry. I'm all
Tariff.
acronymed out. I can't keep
Chat
up with all the.
GPT. Tariff. To get the tariff rates, they are tariffing countries with zero humans. It is not feasible to believe that companies will move their entire operation
I've
to
been playing a game called
well, then they have to pay the tariffs. That's fine by me. Did you see the big lie
and
from JP Morgan that the tariffs are going to start a
John
recession?
says, Jack, I can give you a great game you can
You don't
play
have to like Trump, but you
on iOS.
President Boys Club looking for a new member.
Slay the Spire? I've never heard that.
Your headphones, you look like Joe Rogan. It's awesome. Paul
Okay.
Munger.
Hey, John, I'll look into it. That Slay game. GOG is like Steam. I know GOG is a oh no, that's not.
What?
I'm thinking of I think it's OGG, a music file. But GOG, first time I ever heard it was today. It's like Steam, I guess. Hey, is GOG worth looking into? Oh, it stands for Good Old Games. It's oh my gosh, you guys
Buddy
are
Jeff.
telling me so much stuff today I never even heard of.
Investing in the U.S. dollar.
Sorry.
Uh, there's no game on Switch.
Wait, that was 15 hours ago. Dude, would you catch up? I'm
I
at
know.
the
I'm
end here.
trying. I'm working on it. I'm
Forget
slicing.
that. Skip some. You
Uh,
can't answer all of them. We're talking about Good Old Games here by Steam
all
Club.
right.
I never even heard of that. Is that online?
Or
Is
good
it a
old games.
console?
Old games
Is it a
and
website? What is
online.
that? It's
Yeah, I
hard
don't
to
know.
listen
I've never heard of it. Good old games.
it's hard to listen to both of us talk at the same time.
Yeah, I bet.
Sorry. I'll try not to step on him.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
Chat window is hiding my face. What are you talking about? Oh, it must be on your end. Jack, is your ham recipe good for Passover too?
Say
Probably
again.
not. I don't
Say
know.
again. What was
I
the
don't know.
question?
It says, is your ham recipe good for Passover too? I don't know anything about all that.
I don't know what your restrictions are for Passover too. I don't have any.
I
So,
made it immediately after I watched the video.
you know,
It was sweet and delicious.
a honey ham. I don't know. I would
We're
have to.
playing a game called
I'd have to
Seaman
look it up.
on Dreamcast.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Oh, you said semen. That's why you wrote it.
well,
Okay.
Jack, I can give you a
I
great
love it. You guys write things.
iOS.
Oh, I'm gonna make them say this word. I'm gonna make them say semen. That's so funny.
Good old games is like Steam.
That's like
So it's a
wait.
digital
So
gaming
good
service.
old games. Wait,
Is that what it is?
it's like Steam. It's not on Steam, but it's like it. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a streaming service or like
Is
a
it a console or is it a website or what is it?
well,
Is it an
Steam.
app?
So Steam is like
No. I know what
best way to
Steam is,
explain it.
dude. I know Steam.
But what I'm trying to say
GOG.
is like GOG is like Steam, which I would say is I mean, I don't know fully, don't quote me, but I'm just thinking it's something similar to like Game Pass on
Passover.
Xbox.
Passover 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh, you just dated yourself, dude.
That's right. Some threw eggs at anti-Trump rally. Yeah, I saw that. But wait, don't blame the perpetrator for. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Here's a question
Painful of the
from
Steam.
Christian.
No.
He says, "Why do you think?" Here's the question. I'll pin it. Oh shit! Hold on. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to curse there. Okay. Why do you think Elon is coming out against the tariffs? Is he representing the interests of big money?
I have to look that up.
No, I didn't hear that. I've never heard that. I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what? Elon ain't president, so if he don't like it, he can get used to it. That's all. I do not have an answer to that question, but I did want to acknowledge it.
That makes sense.
I'll look into it. Let's see.
Games is just a digital store for old games that have no DRM. That makes sense. I don't know anything about it, but that makes sense.
GOG is just a digital store for old games that have no. What is DRM? No protection?
I'm guessing
Isn't DRM like right protecting? I don't even
digital
think they do that anymore.
digital rights management.
I'll have to look into GOG. Like, once again, today's day one for me hearing about it. That's too cool. Thank you for sharing that information. Appreciate it. Does
GOG.com
everybody does
games.
everybody know GOG, or just a few people talking about it?
So it's basically like songs that have lost their copyrights. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
people do covers or remakes of them.
Oh, so you're talking like Mickey Mouse came out of copyright
Yeah,
after so many years.
I mean you can renew the copyrights, but
Yeah, but I don't think any video games come out of copyright. But I'll look into it. Let's see. Oh, digital rights management.
yeah,
Thank you, Rowdy Rat. I
yeah. So
I
that
forgot what it stood for. Uh, just back in the day, just so you know, I used to have it was called Bag of Tricks, and it used to
it's full of
unlock video
viruses.
games. What?
It says GOG is full of viruses. I can see that.
Oh
Somebody,
yeah, I could see that too. I'm earning my good boy points today. Thank you. Yeah. Digital rights management, we used to crack that back in the day. So I used to go into computer stores and just I would put 2 discs in the disk drive and I would transfer the new game to my disk. It wasn't legal. It was very bad. I was a bad boy then. I was a teenager. But
yeah, Trugwalk made a good point. Region locking has been a thing for a long time.
oh my God, you're still 15 hours behind.
I went back. I went back.
Dude, why did you go back?
Why not? Keep up. The DRM is standard classification of mental disorders. It's like a
Um,
book that doctors use. That's funny.
somebody said we both have good looking teeth.
Yeah, no,
What
I
do we
disagree.
feel about fluoride? I believe fluoride is bad. I don't believe it's good. I don't think it should be. I think did they outlaw it in somebody's water, like city water?
I would kind of say like uh, something like chlorine or bleach or something like that. You know, it's got a purpose, but it's
I
not
don't,
for
I,
consumption.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of fluoride. Um, but I could be wrong. I just don't think fluoride is a
No problem,
necessity.
Rowdy.
I think it's um, more of a big company push. Let's market fluoride. Let's market this. People will buy it more. People will buy our toothpaste if we have fluoride in it.
We
I
talk
don't
about
know.
theft, Janet.
What?
Janet said that's theft. I'm not sure what she's referring to.
Yeah, it is theft, Janet.
What?
It was called pirating. I used to before I
What?
was Christian, I used to pirate everything. I stole, like, when Napster was around, I took tons of songs.
Hold on.
When
Isn't that gray area?
what,
Like,
pirating?
okay, for example, like I used to use Napster and LimeWire and stuff like
LimeWire, yeah.
that. But if you're not taking it to redistribute, you're using it for personal consumption. Is that considered pirating?
Yeah, because you have not paid the rightful owner of
Yeah,
that property.
whatever.
No, no, it's stealing still. That's why they put it at the
So
beginning
hold
of
on.
every movie.
So
Don't
libraries are legal.
pirate movies. What?
Are libraries legal pirating?
Our libraries why?
Legal pirating?
Going into a library and checking out a book,
No, because they're distributing books
right?
that they didn't pay rights for.
No, they were sent those books from the
Not
publisher. They
always.
were given
Not always. If you
what,
okay, say,
what
here,
library did you go to?
good example. So if you buy a book, right?
I don't think our libraries around anymore.
Yes, they are. But if you buy a book,
Right.
And you get through it, you read it, you read
Right.
it 2 or 3 times, you just, okay, I'm not going to read this book anymore. So
Right.
you donate it to your public library. They didn't buy that. They didn't pay for it.
You did.
They don't have a license to it.
They have your license that you when you bought that book originally. The person who wrote that
Same
book.
thing as LimeWire.
Wait,
Like,
nobody
okay,
got paid.
example.
Wait, stop. When you first stole the song, you never paid for it ever. So the copy of that song floating on your computer was not paid for.
Hold on.
Okay, so
So
you
if
give it to
I buy,
somebody, it's still not paid for.
here, you got records, right?
Right.
And you distribute them on LimeWire, you're now pirating.
I'm not distributing on LimeWire.
I'm just saying, hypothetically.
I don't even know how. I don't even think you can.
There's ways.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
what
is
LimeWire.
pirating. Yes. That's stealing.
You paid for the license and you
Right. But
share,
everybody else is taking a copy.
or like here, if I have a video game and I play it and I loan it to you, technically that's considered pirating.
No. You paid for it.
You didn't pay for it.
You did. You bought the license to use that game. Just because you
Like
let
I
me
said,
come over your house and play it or bring it to my house and play it, you still paid for the property.
if you copy it,
Pirating,
it's
I used
illegal.
to take the card out of my cable box
So basically, if you
and
take a
reprogram it.
song, if you take a song that you paid the disc or paid for the CD,
Right.
and you make a duplicate of that and give it to your friend,
No. The purchase of that song does not allow for you to once again publish other copies. You cannot do that.
sure, if you're making money off of it, I can see that.
Wait, it's still so if I shoot somebody and kill them, as long as nobody paid me to kill them, I didn't kill them.
No.
That's the same thing.
No, different.
It's
Because like, okay,
stealing, dude.
if I take a CD and I say I rip the CD and I put it online in a file share,
Right.
would that be pirating?
That's giving other people access to a copy
That
without paying
you
for it.
paid for?
No, not the copy. The original you
Yes.
paid for. But the copy they took, that wasn't paid for.
So exactly like I said,
Why are we having this
if
discussion?
I paid for a game and I give it to somebody else,
Hold on.
they didn't pay for
Janet
it.
says Supreme Court has determined lending copyrighted works is legal. Yes, we agree.
Yeah, see,
Duplicating the work is different. We agree with that too. Very well said. There you go. Janet said it best. Okay.
what?
What? Are you still 15 hours
I'm
behind?
reading something else. The Supreme Court determined lending copyrighted work is legal. Duplicating the work is different. Okay.
It's different. So there you go. I can't believe you're defending pirating. I used to pirate, I mean, everything.
No, I'm just
Cable, pay-per-views. I took everything when I was a kid. It was horrible. What does Pickle Rick say? Murder and stealing a song are the same level of bad.
in the eyes of the Lord. Yeah.
Biblically it is, but I'd rather you steal my song than kill me.
Yeah, right.
Just in case you're debating. You're allowed to make copies of things you paid for. That's the great. Okay, you can make copies, but I believe you can't give other people access to those copies. Like if I bought an album and I recorded it to a cassette, that's okay. But if I gave the cassette to somebody else, that's not
stupid.
okay. What?
That's
So
stupid.
is not owning digital music, any of your digital media. That's stupid. We just learned that, by the way. Publicly, people just realized that over the past 2 years.
I think it's poor
It's
taste.
lame. It's totally lame. Don't copy that floppy. Oh, trust me. Did you guys know? Remember floppy disks? Do you
I
remember
remember
those?
like 3 or 4 different kinds. Which one?
The bendable ones, not the hard ones.
Okay.
Okay. if you took a bendable floppy disk and punched a hole on the other side, you remember how they had a little
Yeah, I
half
remember that.
hole? If you punch another half hole with a hole punch, it double sides the floppy.
Yeah, I remember that.
You can store stuff on both sides.
Yeah,
You can double the size of your floppy disk by punching a hole on the other side of the disk. It works. I did it all the time. It works great. You just turn the disk over.
yeah,
It was awesome. I pirated the Bible. Wow. That's that's deep. That's really deep.
wow,
Dude, every so often a comment just makes me laugh. Um yeah, I don't worry, Rowdy Rat. There's there's room for repentance. Let's see. I remember reading my Bible that Napster was against the Lord. Yeah. Don't
wow,
know what that's about. I knew. How did we get into God talk? I didn't even talk about God.
wow.
You guys are too funny.
This is funny.
Yeah, you guys have lost it. Okay, you know what?
What
Let's stop talking
Lauren said.
and let's just read the chat room because I don't know where they're getting this stuff. They're pulling
Dude,
stuff out
I
of their
didn't
butt
like
now.
it when I used my blank cassettes to record the radio. I
Say again.
remember that. I knew
What?
God didn't like it when I used my blank
Oh
cassettes to
no.
record the radio.
Do you remember?
I remember doing that.
Cassettes were awful.
I
They just
remember what was it? Every year they do the top 100 or whatever. You remember
yeah,
that?
and you
I
recorded
remember
all.
I recorded all of it,
Yeah.
and I mean they're long gone now, but um, I went through like 4 or 5 different cassettes, double sided.
So I always wrote in every Bible I've ever owned. I always opened it and I wrote, "If you stole this, you need it more than I do." That's what I write in my Bible. Because if somebody stole my Bible, they probably need it more than I do.
Yeah, fair
Seriously.
point. Fair point.
But anyway,
Fair point.
so um
What? Pickle Rick is way behind. Snow White was great. No agendas. Just good story for everyone. I completely disagree,
well,
but
you just said it was okay for
it was
everybody.
okay. But I think there
Was
was
there
a.
a political
I think
agenda?
I do believe there was an agenda. Yeah,
No, no. Where was it? Okay, here
it was
comes clarity, guys. Here we go.
feminism, modern feminism.
Feminism, because a woman was in the movie. It was about
No,
a woman. That
no,
was her
because
name.
okay, here.
What was
Let's see.
feminist? Wait. What was feminist?
Uh, trying to think of a movie.
No, no, no.
Okay,
What
here,
was
Conan, the original Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
what?
The original Conan
What's that got to
had
do
a
with
woman
Snow
in it.
White, dude?
Listen, I'm comparing. I'm
No,
making
I
apples
need
to
you to
apples
tell
here.
me what was feminist in that movie.
Snow White was.
Oh, that she needed a man to wake up. Oh yeah, that was. Oh, that she needed
No,
7 little
come on.
men
That
to
was
help put her up, room and
here.
board. Oh yeah, that's feminist.
That she made them clean.
Do you know what
Her,
feminist is?
lift her hand.
Dude, you still have not given me an example. Waiting. What was the example?
The best example.
Yeah, where was she a feminist? In the movie.
Well, taking back her kingdom.
Oh,
Did
that
it?
belonged to her? Yeah, you're right. That's so evil. That's worse than the stepmother.
You can have your opinion.
Wait, that isn't feminist taking back your kingdom.
You love the CGI dwarves.
Do you not know what feminist means?
Yes, strong,
Okay.
powerful woman.
Taking back your kingdom.
Part of it, not all of it, but
So
strong,
Laura
powerful.
Croft is automatically feminist
Saying that
because she's a strong
going
woman.
out of going outside gender roles, in my opinion,
Wait,
is feminist.
what are you talking about? Going outside gender roles.
That's the problem.
What? Wait, what are you talking about? You still have not explained it.
Okay.
How do you go outside
So
a gender role?
I think him kissing her to wake her up was just pandering.
Was just pandering.
Yes.
It was defined as true love kissing you,
'Cause
wakes you up. That's what it said in the movie.
did they say that? I don't think they said
Yes, they did. The rule was a kiss of true love
I don't
would
think they
break
said
the
that in
spell.
the movie.
They did. You want to put money on it? I know
No.
they did because I watched
I'd have to go back
watched
and see
it.
it again.
But listen,
That's
I'm
probably not in
still
theaters
waiting for
anymore.
that awful feminist moment. Where was it?
I'd have to watch it.
Was
I'd
it
have to
in
watch
snow or was it in the word white?
I'd have to watch it again. That's DEI.
Okay, so what you're really telling people is
DEI is
you
definitely in it.
can't name a feminist
Snow White is not
scene.
Snow White.
I'm not saying she's not feminist off camera, but the movie character, there was nothing feminist in the movie. It was totally safe. No political agendas.
Come on, that's stereotypical.
You didn't have one dwarf mounting another. There was nothing. It was literally
There you
clean.
go. Women
Safe for
empowerment.
kids. I'm just waiting. Summer boy. Look at him.
Thinking
You gonna
about
take that from him, Jimmy? You gonna let him get all fired up and talk to you like that?
right.
Kick his ass. That's that. I know that's what he's thinking. No, dude.
No,
we're just
Paul,
having
it's not
fun.
about submissive. It's more the nature. Like, okay, you can definitely see a contrast between the original and this one. You can see the contrast. If you can't, I'm sorry.
The contrast of what? Okay.
The two movies.
All right.
The
Well,
original, at least.
give us a contrast. Give us anything. You're making
Uh,
all these claims, but I'm backing them up.
I can't even change. Like, I couldn't show you examples on here. I'll have to show you off. I can't show you
Dude,
examples on here.
you gave me one example of what was wrong with that movie.
We'll just leave it be.
Wait, she was a feminist, but I can't give an example.
Yeah. Okay.
She was outside her gender.
On my own.
I don't know what that means. I can't give an example.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay, so sorry. So how about we give you a little bit of time to define these terms that you're accusing the movie of being? We'll give you to next week. You can give examples then.
I'm not going to see the movie again.
No, I didn't say. What, did you forget the movie?
Yeah, kinda.
What, dude? You're
Is that
vaping too hard.
no?
Stop vaping.
Is that
Okay.
That's impressionable. There you go.
Listen,
The movie is
don't,
that
don't
impressionable.
go watching podcasts for reasons to hate Snow White.
No, it's not
Okay.
about that.
But tell me next week what was feminist, and tell me what the frick it means to be outside your gender. I don't even know what that means.
I mean, listen to one of his Tim Pool podcasts. Got told that it was no.
He was
Okay,
very
Colin?
influenced by podcasts, I swear. I'm
No,
gonna
it's not about
spill the
influence
beans.
on podcasts. It's agreeing with what the podcast has to say.
Right. But you were very dude, you hated the movie before you went to see it.
No, I give it a
Oh
fair
my
shot.
god, you did.
Give it a fair shot, but I noticed everything that I was seeing.
Do you know what Andrew Tate said about the movie?
That would be interesting. I'd like to see that.
He did review it. I haven't
Did
seen
he
it.
really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
He
to
went
watch
in, he filmed himself going into the theater and everything. So
I'm gonna have to go watch that. That would be interesting to see.
no, listen, I'll give you to next week. Take your time, research it, and talk to AI. Have a long conversation. Ask AI what
Nice, John. Nice, John.
what was feminist and what is outside your gender. I don't even know what that means.
Wow.
Spicy Starfish is asking, are you using safe vape juice?
Safe. What do you mean? Safe.
I'm sure the word safe means it's okay and not going to hurt you.
I don't think anything's safe these days.
Those dense
Vapes included.
clouds look delicious, but I don't know what safe vape juice is. I didn't know there was good and bad vape juice.
I don't think we could do that.
You mean I know there's some people put drugs in vape.
Well, yeah, there's
Jimmy don't do that. He don't
vape
do that.
pens, weed vape pens.
So do you buy it already cartridge?
No, I just buy the disposables.
Okay. Oh, you mean when you're done sucking on that, you throw it out?
Yeah, here. See if it.
Sounds familiar.
You see the lines on it, the top
Uh,
bar that's
no,
flashing.
I see the number 65 flashing. Is that a
Above.
represent?
So right there,
Okay.
it's in the red. So this one's almost dead.
Oh,
I can still taste it, but it's basically a bar that shows how much juice is left.
hold on. Ready? What is? I can taste my finger. Look, see? Look, see what the knuckle is? I, I'm sorry. Vaping is I get it. I get it.
Yeah, right.
Um, I'm honestly happier that you're vaping than just smoking straight cigarettes.
Yeah, no, that was the purpose of it, was to
Yeah,
get away from cigarettes.
but
It did its
but
job.
it's still not good for
No,
you.
it's not good for you, but I mean, fairly. I mean, there's a lot of things that I do that you don't like.
Please.
Okay, for example,
Oh, look at
uh,
me. I'm stroked out twice, dude. Just from
I
food.
go get fucking
Oh, you
pizza.
watch your mouth, dude.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I go
No.
get. I eat every day. I go to Costco and I get pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You'll be
So I mean,
you'll be walking with a
that's not
cane
good.
in no time, dude.
That's not good for me. So I
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
a
That's
lot of things
pretty
that or
sophisticated.
anybody does. I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could probably look through in your own life and be like, okay, that's probably not good for me, and you still do it.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
nobody's perfect. So I
I
mean,
know, but I don't want you to get injured in any way.
yeah, yeah. Believe me, definitely don't want that. I don't want anybody to have to suffer through anything like that.
Janet, just to let you know, because people like to throw terms out or websites or Pornhub or whatever,
Hmm.
they'll throw the words out but not explain it. I think is it John who wrote that? Yeah.
Yeah, might be better if
John
you did
says that you
OnlyFans.
could join OnlyFans and Janet would subscribe.
Yeah, I
Okay.
no.
OnlyFans is an adult
So here,
website.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
That
hold on. That's not completely fair. That's not
what?
completely fair. So OnlyFans was actually created for creators, right? To basically monetize their content. That's what it was created for.
Right.
It has been overrun by X-rated
Okay.
or
So it's
adult.
an adult website.
Yes and no.
You would
Uh,
let your little grandson or
no, no,
granddaughter watch it
no. Like I said,
because it's an adult website.
no, it's not.
Wait,
It
say it
it
with
wasn't.
me. It's an adult website. I don't
Yeah.
care how it started. eBay started as a Pez collector.
Okay, here there are people on OnlyFans that go on there to, I don't know, read books or
Oh
uh,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
no,
I
no,
I go to
or
OnlyFans for
literature.
the
You can write
article.
your own literature. You can write your own stories or your own poems, or and you can monetize that on
Oh no.
OnlyFans. You can, you
Someone's
can,
talking
you
about you
still can
vaping
today.
naked, dude.
Listen, just open,
Yeah,
broaden your mind. All right. Uh,
dude.
you can go
OnlyFans is an
on there
adult
and do this
website.
content. However, it there, like I said, it's been overrun by adult content. So
So
now,
it's now
now,
an adult
now
website.
it has
We'll
no,
get there sooner or later.
no, because now it has the negative connotation that it is an adult website, and you're proving that.
Have you
You
ever
are
been
proving
there?
that.
I've never been there. Have you ever
No,
been there?
I've never been on there. I
No, no,
wouldn't
no.
go on there.
Not on there. I mean, have you ever visited?
Have I ever visited
Yeah.
OnlyFans?
I
No.
don't mean being on OnlyFans. I mean visiting it.
I've never created or consumed
Got it. Okay.
OnlyFans.
Neither have I. But
There it is. There. See?
what?
Rowdy makes a great point. Hold on. Damn it. I'm
Mainly
trying to
used
catch up with
by
everybody.
pornographic creators, both amateur and professional, but it also has a market with other content creators, including chefs, fitness trainers, musicians. Wow, there brings a whole new term to pumping iron or blowing your saxophone.
Everyone leave him alone.
Okay,
What?
that's great,
Imagine Jimmy Bateman. No,
but
gross.
it's an adult website.
Let's
Any
see.
website that has pornography on it is considered an adult website.
Jimmy, be honest. How many OF girls are you subscribed to? None. I don't believe in paying for that kind of
Wait,
content.
are you 15 hours behind again?
No, a minute behind.
Oh, a minute. Oh, I see. Okay.
Poland manager 0 zip. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy doesn't look like that kind of material. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't look at that kind of material. No, I just don't. I'm sorry. That to me, that's something that's not. What is the word for it? Proper. No,
Wait,
that's
should
wrong.
Janet's getting a little
I
hot
don't.
and
I'm just
bothered.
not into that content. I don't believe paying for that content is. I may as well burn my money. I'll put it that way. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, there's
It's like
enough
I
adult
don't
content for
gamble.
free.
I don't gamble because I going out and buying a lottery ticket. It has a better chance of losing than winning. To me, it's just like burning your money. I don't buy pornography because to me, again, it's just like burning your money.
Hey, Jimmy. Janet's getting a little hot and bothered.
Rowdy says OnlyFans took off once Patreon banned adult content. Jimmy is right. See, that's what I was saying.
Jimmy is right. Okay, so once again, getting back to Janet, who's hot and bothered, and you keep
About what?
deflecting.
What are you talking about?
She wants to know if you're a virgin, and
Am I a virgin? No, I've got 2 kids.
how many grandkids you got?
1
You're
that
a
I know
papa
of.
before I'm a papa. Yeah,
Yep.
that you know of. That's
Well, I don't have.
dude.
I'm the strongest relationship with my daughter. All right.
Okay,
So
that's
I
fine.
couldn't tell you.
So, yeah, he is a virgin, but he has grandchildren. Go figure that one out.
Bullshit. That's like
So anyway,
that woman that decides, oh, I'm going to church. I'm a born again virgin. Bullshit.
yeah. So okay. So anyway,
OnlyFans is mainly used for pornographic creators, both amateur and professional, but it also has market with other content creators, including chefs,
I
fitness
already read
trainers,
that.
and
I already
musicians.
read that.
Well, I'm just going over what is on
That
here.
was 15 hours ago.
No, it isn't 3 minutes ago. He even says it on the screen. Jimmy is right. See, Jimmy has never used this service. Yep. I get all my books from OnlyFans. Good job, Sumo. Furthermore, if he's never been married, I assume he's a virgin. No, I've never been married.
That's what we were addressing 15 hours ago.
I've had 2 long-term relationships. No, it still says 2 minutes ago. I'm depending on that fact.
How many kids you got?
I have 2 kids
And 1 grandkid?
and 1 grandkid.
And by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
Because having children is serious.
Oh, here you go. Is it a sin to pirate porn? Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because porn itself is a sin.
Pirating is pirating. And porn is even
Heather Hulat? Who's Heather Hulat, Colin? His heart on.
Say again?
What was Pastor Jeremy talking about with the pineapples? And if you know, you know.
And just
I don't know. You got me.
You'd have to watch the sermon. We're not going to get into that. It was a good visual example of something. But you can watch the video to see what happens.
What? About the pastor?
Yeah, he piled a bunch of fruits and vegetables on the table, and then there was another table that represented what God got, and it had very little on it. Most people don't.
It's kind of like that. What was it? The whole 1,000 likes for a video, and God got nothing.
I don't know.
I don't know. There was something about that during God, was it the Super Bowl or the the Emmys or something like that.
So anyway, all right. So next week you're going to tell us about feminism, right?
Janice says, "I'm good. I'm glad I'm going to church potluck later. I need the fellowship after these revelations."
I read
But,
that. Yeah. So I learned what GOG is. You learn what OnlyFans is. So
no, I've always known what
not
OnlyFans
you. I'm
is.
talking to Janet.
Oh,
Yeah, we've all learned something today. So anyway, let's wrap it up because we're over an hour. I don't like to tie people up too long. I like to keep it at an hour or less. But anyway, wait.
what?
Jen was
Janice,
Hold on, just checking.
I'm I'm lost with the conversation going on in chat.
I know that they're having their
Conversation.
whole thing going on. But anyway, let's pick this up next week
Well,
because
here,
I got a conversation with Charles in
gotta
let's see,
plug
2
my channel.
hours. No, 1 hour. One
Hold on.
hour. Me and him are hooking up and talking about something. I don't know.
I'm gonna. You have the ticker right on there.
Oh yeah, you want me to flash it up? Hold on. Let me do that right now. Give me 1 second here.
Hold on. So I want you to do this.
There it is.
Hold on. That's my gaming. I'm trying
Don't do
to.
that. Oh, you want me to change it?
Oh,
What are we putting? What are we putting up there instead?
I'm sending you a text with it.
Ooh, it's a secret, and then
No,
we're going to
because then you have control over the ticker. I don't.
hold on. Okay, let's do. Uh, you want me to show them this?
Yeah, because it's my YouTube channel. I want people to see.
Oh, okay. It's your handle.
Oh, it's the YouTube channel. It's actually youtube.com/.
So that's your YouTube channel right there.
Well, there's an @ symbol before that. Otherwise, it won't come up.
Hold on. Damn, I gotta edit it. I can't believe we're doing this right now, but let's do
That's
that.
fine.
Let's see if that works.
Maybe we can talk
There,
about.
how's that?
There you go.
Okay.
It's youtube.com/, and there's the handle. You can see me there. I've got a couple of videos. Jack and I talked about what was it? I think we actually talked about Snow White, didn't we? Last Monday.
Screw Snow White. I'm over that topic.
Did we not talk about it last
I
Monday?
don't remember.
Oh, and you're asking me if I remember the movie.
I remember the movie.
Oh, Jesus.
There was no feminism in it, and nobody stood outside their gender.
You're killing me.
So anyway, I look forward to that. By the
Maybe
way,
you can talk about Snow
to
White
be,
with Charles.
I don't
You don't
know.
know what to
You know
say.
what? Literally,
Honestly, I would like to hear what
Charles has sent me. No, Charles thinks it's a big crap pile. He won't go see it.
That's why I want to see it or see his opinion.
He sent me nothing but bad reviews on it. He thinks they're hilarious.
Appreciate it, Rowdy.
What did Rowdy say? I missed it.
Rowdy said he's just subscribed.
Oh, cool. Yeah, if you guys
follow
want to
me over there,
subscribe,
guys. Definitely follow me
subscribe
over
to
there.
Jimmy. Go right ahead.
Yeah,
Maybe we can
do
talk
more
about
of this.
with Charles. He'll know what to say. Let me talk to him and see if he wants to talk about Snow White.
I'd love to hear what he has to say.
He can
articulate it a lot better than I can.
I know what he'd say. It's a big pile of crap.
The people in the chat don't know what he's going to say.
Trust me, I know what he's going to say.
I'm going to bring it up. I'll send Charles a message. Hey, Charles, because I got him on Facebook now. Charles, I want you to talk about Snow White.
Well, I don't know what we're talking about, really.
You don't have a topic?
I sent him a few topic ideas.
Okay.
But I'm not sure any of them interest him because he didn't write me back, which sucks. Where's my phone? Tammy has my phone. She's playing Monopoly Go on my phone. Drives me nuts. Okay.
And I guess Michael says he's tried to find Charles' album on Spotify. He can't find it. So you might bring that up.
No, not on Spotify, on SoundCloud. Look for In fact, I will have him talk about it in an hour. Okay. We'll give you guys because I think I can't remember. Honey, where's my phone?
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate the follow.
Okay, so I'll get you guys his name. It isn't Charles Scalfani on SoundCloud. He's a doctor or something. I don't remember.
So it's a handle.
Hey, hon. Do you have my phone? Yeah. Do you have my phone? Is it still on live? Give me that. Yes, I am.
It worked. Hi, Tammy.
Hey.
It worked?
I'll tell you later.
Did it work?
Don't open your phone.
Oh.
I'm with you, okay?
All right.
On that, okay.
Hold on a minute. Let me call Charles real quick. Find out when his.
Hey, Redlow's here. Redlow. Check out the link or the.
Hey, Charles. I'm on live stream with Jimmy.
Right.
We're talking about your username on SoundCloud. What is it?
It's also the same one I use for Spotify.
Oh, it is on Spotify too?
Yeah.
But it's not on the Charles, right?
Can you text me the username?
Yeah, I will.
And then I'll share it with people. They want to know. Thanks. Oh, by the way, by the way, what do you think about Snow White? They want to know.
Talk about it on the stream.
About the movie? I don't.
They want to hear your input on it.
I wouldn't watch it if you paid me. That's all.
Because the big pile of what?
Snow White.
Yeah. Okay, let me let you go. Text me the username.
I'm doing it right now.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
He wouldn't watch it if you paid him.
So he doesn't have a.
Just that the movie was a big pile of Snow White.
So he doesn't have a firsthand experience of what the movie's about.
No, he hasn't seen it. He ain't gonna go see it. He wouldn't spend a dime on it. There it is. Oh,
and
that's
Redlow. Yes, just
I thought it was Doctor something. I was wrong. Here is. Hold on.
Redlow, join me on the link on the screen. That's my YouTube channel. Go on there and subscribe.
I just want to.
Thumbs up, everybody.
Okay, let's do this.
Like, subscribe.
There we. Oh, that ain't it. Sorry. Okay. See the name above?
Oh, you were kind of close. Retro
and Doctor. What an idiot.
Professor
Sorry.
Doctor.
So that's his username on SoundCloud and Spotify. It's different. It's not what you think it is. It's more, well, you'll take a listen. Retro Prof. So it's Retro Professor, but it's short.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the name you look up on Spotify or SoundCloud. So anyway, all right. So we're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah. Like I said, follow me on the other channel, and then I'll be streaming on gaming as well.
Yeah, it's a big party. Whoops. Yeah. Hold on a minute.
Are you gonna join me tomorrow?
Who?
You.
Oh, what are we talking about tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Like we talked about anything important today, right?
Well, we'll figure something out. Leave me suggestions on my or have the chat. Leave suggestions.
Yeah, guys. Okay, or join us on Jimmy's channel tomorrow and let us know what you want to talk about, and we'll chat with you. Let's do that. We'll leave it up to you guys.
We'll do some research and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, let them pick the topic when we get there.
That's a great idea. I like that idea.
We'll do that. So subscribe, because it ain't coming through my channel, so my channel will not tell you we've gone live. So you got to join Jimmy.
Yeah, you got to subscribe on there so you can get and make sure the notifications are on.
Show
so
you
now you get notified.
There. Once again, there at the bottom is Jimmy's YouTube. At the top is Charles is Spotify and SoundCloud. All right, so that's it, I guess, right?
Looks like we're good.
Okie doke. Say goodbye.
We'll see everybody tomorrow if you're all there. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Take care, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Yep.